Okay, so hello everyone. This is Precious Ann Lopez from AB Communication, and I'm going to report about applying communication tools in the workplace. Next slide. Okay, so the importance of a communication tool in human relationship. In relationships, communication allows you to explain to someone else what you are experiencing and what your needs are. And the act of communicating not only helps to meet your needs, but it also helps you to be connected with other people. So and communication is the foundation for all human relationships, and it also is a tool to share with others, understand, resolve conflicts, collaborate, and build warm, interesting relationships. So um human relations in the workplace play a huge role in employee productivity and job satisfaction. So communication involves good listening, and to bolster productivity, workplace moral and employee engagement is a must in a corporation. So, next slide. So, I will be discussing about the specific communication tools I chose that are applied in the workplace. Secondly, communication tool is essential for the development of a workplace because this can reveal people's underlying attitudes and traditional wisdom. So, and it also helps people to adapt their views. So next slide. And there are types of communication tools in your workplace. First one is fax machine. A fax machine, or sometimes called telecopying or telefax, is the telephonic transmission of a scanned printed material, normally to a telephone number connected to a printer or other output device. So first one, the fax machine. Basically, a fax machine scans an image or a document line by line. So, and it then transmits that scan to a receiver where it's printed out and reproduced. So fax machines make sending and receiving documents a quick alternative to sending and receiving them via postal mail or other delivery services, and items that require a signature can easily be handled via a fax. So how is this applied as a communication tool? Fax is great at sending signed documents to another very rapidly. This is applied as a communication tool because it is a type of communication device where written information can be transmitted across other devices so that information can be reproduced on a paper. So next slide. Teleconferencing. A teleconference is a live audio or audiovisual meeting with two or more participants. With the ability to teleconference, remote teams in an organization can collaborate and communicate even when geographically dispersed. So conference calls lets a numbered group of people from a few to hundreds communicate by phone. So such as like banks and brokerages often use conference calls to give status reports to large numbers of listeners. So other businesses use conference calls to connect to the call, and the attendees call a designated number, or an operator or moderator calls each participant in conferencing. So next slide. So how is this applied? Teleconferencing is applied as communication tools because it unites a lot of people from different locations, and it is a way of bringing a group of people together from different locations without having to travel long distances. So next slide. Video conferencing. Video conferencing is an online technology that allows users in different locations to hold face-to-face meetings without having to move to a single location together. So video conferencing is a meeting with two or more participants who are participating from different locations. They use a computer connection or a video to connect. So video conferencing can be used for Microsoft Teams, webinars, or other job interviews and more. For example, the platform that I'm using right now is Zoom. So this is also an example of video conferencing. And what else? Google Meet and Microsoft Teams are platforms that also can be used in to hold a conference. So those are the type of video conferencing that we can use when we are going to hold meetings. So next is, how is this applied as a communication tool? So there are a variety of ways video conferencing can be conducted. So ayun nga, as I mentioned, that individuals, they can use web cameras connected to their laptops or desktop computers. So this is a form of verbal communication kasi video conferencing is a meeting with two or more participants nga. And yeah, as I've stated, that they use a computer connection. So like, and also smartphones and other connected mobile devices equipped with cameras. Unlike sa teleconferencing, they only use phones or audio. Meanwhile, a video conference, they use devices that are equipped with cameras, so they can be able to connect for video conferences. So next slide. Okay, so a forum. A forum is a place, situation, or group in which people exchange ideas and discuss issues, especially important public issues. So a forum is an online discussion board where people can ask questions, share their experiences, and discuss topics of mutual interest. Halimbawa, I'll give two examples of a forum. So um, halimbawa, Reddit and Quora. These are the sites that we can use when asking questions. So when you scroll through that site, you can read a lot of concern and or questions that people will share their opinion and give them advice or share their experiences to that certain question. So that is a form of online discussion. So next slide is, a forum is an online discussion board where people can ask questions. So how is this applied? Now, this is applied as a communication tool because they create social connections and sense of community, and they can also help you to cultivate an interest group about a particular um, subject. So forums, for me personally, they are unique among social media, and they're also places of anonymous discussion if you don't want your identity to be revealed. So which is also useful and for the sake of your safety. So as such, they show us a more personal, intimate, and meaningful side of life. So which is pretty useful when you're trying to understand people, develop personas, target new audiences, and work out how to tell your story in a more compelling way. So next slide is for additional information. As a growing society, social media is also a very important um, communication tool. It has a lots of benefits and services and help users to connect with their friends and families abroad. So dito natin nalalaman ang nangyayari sa ating bansa or any other important information we would like to know about our surroundings. So with the use of social media, you can also meet new friends and allow businesses to reach larger audiences. So communication is vital in promoting human development in today's new climate of social change. So, and that is my report. And thank you for listening. Thank you for your virtual presence. So that's all. Thank you.